Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Ready for some channeling? I'm Daniela,
I'm Anne.
and I'll be bringing through messages today. I'm ready to go when you are.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Greeting.
Greetings.
It is a pleasure to connect with you as always. This is Archangel Ezekiel.
Archangel Ezekiel. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for being here and for organizing this.
Absolutely. We are honored to be here with you.
Thank you. Please let me know what questions you have for today for this beautiful 777 portal that you have
Yeah.
gathered to celebrate.
Yes. Thank you. First off, it would be, could you talk to us about the 777 portal from your perspective?
It is a time of high energy on this earth. It is a time for opening to receive. It is a time for enjoying the now moment. And you will feel it differently depending on your abilities, depending on how you perceive information and energy, and do not force one way or another of receiving. Just be open and set the intention as yes, the energy is there. May you receive what is of the highest good for you, the highest level that you can, and enjoy that today.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I like that. Some high energy. So, with that, do you recommend grounding within this high energy? Or what are some foundational recommendations you have for us?
Yes, grounding on any day is good. Grounding on a day like today is quite important. That can be through grounding mats. That can be through standing on the earth. That can be through swimming in a body of water, natural or man-made. That can be taking a bath. That can be meditating and rooting into the earth. And all is well. The intent is what is important. The letting the energy go through you is what is important. The use of crystals may be helpful as well. Crystals that help ground you or help cleanse anything that you may be holding on to.
Thank you. Do you have a crystal or stone that you recommend for grounding and cleansing?
The black kyanite that you gave her is wonderful. Anything
Yeah.
tourmaline,
Anything.
dark, like tourmaline as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, black kyanite and tourmaline are Pretty powerful. That's pretty cool.
Yes. And also, if you have light, selenite and quartz as well.
Selenite and quartz.
They expand or connect to the high energy as well.
Excellent.
So those two groups of crystals, yes, they are a way to connect, yes, down into earth with the dark crystals, connecting the roots to the center of the earth, letting the energy flow through to the earth. And then the light crystals connect up like the branches of the tree, connecting up the universe to the energy coming in. So helping clear the channel for the energy to be received. So it's all based on the channel, which is your body, and what that body welcomes and transmits. And there is no right or wrong. There is no perfect way. Whatever it is that you do is your service in this occasion. And we are grateful for all that you do. Whether you're conscious or unconscious, you are points of light on the earth that are being affected by this energy. When you are conscious, you're able to channel it more, or more with more intent work with it.
That's very helpful. Thank you. You painted a really nice picture to help understand this more.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking those questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have any information for us in general at this time?
In general, it is a beautiful time. Go through with your plans, what you're planning, what you are dreaming, you personally, but you collectively as well. Take those steps that are required to bring those plans through. First, they are thought forms. When you write them down or you speak them, they materialize more. Yes, be careful who you share them with. Do not do it prematurely. But yes, take those steps to make those plans materialize. You and the collective you. For yes, all is for your benefit. And if it is not, the path will close and another path will appear. So whatever you need to do now, do it, and it will lead you down a particular path. If that is not the one, it will close and another path will appear. So do not despair and do not overplan either, because you cannot know what the plans are. Yes, there are plans, but you always have that choice. So if you choose to do nothing, that is also a choice. That is also free will. And you will not go down that particular path. You will go down a different one. And so choose wisely. In a way, you are the one driving. We support.
I like that. I like that. We are driving and they support.
Yes. We support to the best of our abilities, and we are grateful that you are listening to us. And we will do our best to give you clear indications, clear answers to your queries, and hints and synchronicities that you may see and find on your way.
Thank you so much for that. If you are able to touch on where I feel some to maybe many of us are, where we feel like we're listening, we feel like we're steering the ship, we feel like we've done the work, yet are still finding us be in the place of, well, when? Do you have advice for us when we get to that place where we're just at that point and what is enough? What?
When?
Yes.
The when is complicated because it is not only you that dictate the when. There are other circumstances. And all you can do is prepare and then know when the one appears. Yeah, there's not more that we could concretely give you, but just know that if you're on the right path for you, it will be supported. So you may need someone else to support you with your journey there. So it may not happen until you have met with that other person, just like Daniela has in the past wanted to channel in this forum, but this was not until you arrived that she could. And so now it grows and continues. That is just one example, but just faith and let go. Let go, because the pushing sometimes doesn't work. It's not the right energy to push for something that may not be time for yet. It won't make it come in quicker. So patience and faith.
Patience and faith. Okay. That's a good mixture. Not always easy, but definitely a good challenge to take on. Patience.
A lot of what's coming up for her, I can hear her question, well, what if it's the wrong thing? What if that's not what's meant for me? Or as I spoke earlier about the path, then another path will open. It is possible you're pushing down the wrong path, and that's why you're not getting what you think should come, because that's not the right venue or avenue or path for you. So look around, see what else you can connect to that fulfills the same passion or ability that you have, and see if that instead can be followed through and can bring more fruit, bear more fruit.
Nice. Absolutely. I appreciate that. So, how do you tell the difference when, let's say, the path is closing? How do you tell the difference if the path is closing or you're going through a challenge that you're meant to work through that's teaching you to be stronger? How do you know the difference?
That's a very good question. It's an excellent question. And you are the only one that can really feel into it to know. So Sometimes the universe will help you out, like you will lose the job, for example. And that's not meant for you because, yes, you were meant to leave it, and yes, you were given signs, but no, you didn't do it. And then all of a sudden, guess what? And then feel into that, like when you hear those news, whatever the news is, how does that make you feel? If you're happy, that is the correct path for you, meaning you were just helped to get out of the wrong situation. So it's about how you feel in that situation. Do you feel like really this is where I'm supposed to be going? Close your eyes, imagine what happens. Imagine that what you want to happen happens, and then feel how that feels for you.
I like that.
Correct, right. Or have two, let's say 2 points, 2 decision points, or 2 choices. Feel into how one choice feels. Breathe into it, feel how it is in your body. Let's say you've achieved it. How does it feel if you achieve it? And then do the same with the other. Whatever your strongest clear is where you're going to tune in. Like, are you clairsentient? Are you going to feel it in your body? Feel how your body is. Are you clairvoyant? Can you see yourself in that situation? And et cetera, et cetera. If you're claircognizant, you will just trust what comes in. That's also important because you are getting clues all the time about certain situations. And paying attention to those clues is important as well. I hope this helped.
Immensely. Now, would you call those, especially for the just knowing how it hits your body? So is it not only the information that comes in, but it's also about where and how you get that knowing within your field to your physical?
Absolutely. And that is why practicing is so important, because you will find that there are commonalities between how they are felt or known. You may have a certain physical tell, or you may have a certain volume maybe of that thought. If you hear the voice, it may be a specific voice that you hear. And yes, you will get used to over time knowing that that's your guides or like that are helping you or giving you that information.
Okay, thank you. Um, Now, would you call that a so going back when you're saying like, okay, with getting a note for the job or getting things that would help bring that path to be closing, would you call those interventions?
They could be interventions. Yes, they could be actual, like the universe is steering you a specific way. It may be based on what you have asked for, because still there is free will. So in general, you would ask for something, or you would indicate something like level of happiness. And that may be a way to deal with that, to provide that help. But yes, we cannot do certain things without permission. We cannot. It is free will choice.
Okay, that's helpful. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Very insightful. Mm. Now, I appreciate the connection with understanding that we currently have high energy to make sure that we're opening to receive, being in the present, knowing that we'll feel this differently. And, it'd be nice to know how these are coming across for people in their own ways. What are opportunities that people listening could, like maybe giving them some helpful tools through this when they're feeling these things coming in, how to register, how to know those feelings are connected to that essence, and really kind of rework our mind to be able to connect with these intentions that are coming through. How may one build that practice is what I guess I'm getting around to.
How you may build a practice to connect to the energies.
And get those hits. So
Mhm.
being that we're going to feel, we feel things differently, things are intensifying, but as we are ever evolving,
Yeah.
some of us that are moving through this kind of quickly may just get very quickly used to, like, oh, that's my tell for this, but then next you know they shift, so then now their tells shift.
Mhm.
Do you have advice on processing and rolling through these, but also um being more confident in knowing, oh, this is a tell, this is my tell for me?
Yeah, the big thing for this one for Daniela is to not doubt if she's getting a thought just kind of flitting across, she can ignore it. She often ignores it. But it is actually do this. It is actually a suggestion. And so write things down, and then you will see the pattern of the tell. You will see how it's shifting or how it's evolving. So write down, oh, this happened this particular day, or I had this thought, oh, because later you'll have confirmation of it. That's how you know, oh, that's why I was supposed to do that. That happens to her a lot. Sitting in the power, you're aware of meditation, strengthening your energy center. So with intention, strengthening your connection to your guides by strengthening your connection to yourself and lifting yourself, your vibration, so that it's easier to connect to them or to receive those messages, to commune through guided meditations, perhaps, and to step up, like to have a simple meditation where first you sit in your power, you as Julia Marie has taught you, you focus on the ball of light, expand it while it covers you, your auric field. And then when you're comfortable there, step up above, and then see how you connect there to your guides. A lot of information can come to you in that way as well. And then you can get to know kind of the energy signature of that information and be aware of it when you're not sitting in the power, when you're just going about your daily life, daily business. So the more time you can dedicate to this practice, the more quickly you will discern messages. But it's okay if you don't, no pressure to do this. It's just a way to help.
That's really good to know. And sitting in a power is an exercise that Daniela and I both learned from Julia Marie. If you have any interest in learning that, you can contact her directly, and we'll put her website information in the comments. Um, Archangel Ezekiel, Thank you so much for everything with this. This has been such a delightful time to spend with you, with many insightful opportunities of ways that we can build our practice, things that will carry us through as this wild and wonderful time of or of unique energies that are coming through and lifting us to our next selves. Um, do you have anything more that you would like to say to
Mm,
us or the viewers?
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to connect with you. Yes, enjoy this beautiful day, these beautiful energies that will continue. They're intense and they will continue to intensify. Mark it in the way that you may market for you, for others. Bring through the information to them and know that it is a time to create. It is a powerful time to use these energies to create, to open, to bring joy and happiness to your lives and the lives of those around you, to let go of the daily, the mundane, and to focus out beyond the 3D and to focus on what is it that you can bring through to this world that will help usher in the higher energies and the higher communities asking to be brought in and birthed. Thank you so much for today. We leave you now. It has been a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that.
How do you feel?
It's really cool.
Good.
Yeah, that was really, really powerful and really no nonsense, like just straightforward.
Everything that he is, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice and letting us just a reminder of what we can do during the high energy if we're feeling
Mhm.
anxious or nervous, like, oh, we're getting lifted up to get some grounding, the grounding mats, or just jumping on the earth,
Yeah, the grounding.
laying on the earth.
Yes, absolutely. The grounding mass, I want to say they're from earthing.
Mhm.
If you look up earthing, they have, not that you need an item, but it's something that you can use to ground as well if you can't get out. But it's a beautiful time. I know here it's summer and Southern Hemisphere is winter. It's maybe harder to get outside, but it's a beautiful time to connect to the earth. Anytime is, but today especially. And to connect up as well.
Yes, yes, well said. And then the beautiful stones like black kyanite, tourmaline, selenite, and quartz. The images that Archangel Ezekiel like painted was really helpful for me as a visual learner
Mhm.
to understand the connecting. You
Mhm.
know, the more that we can see the science in it to allow, that left brain, oh, I get it. This is,
Yeah,
energy. It's fantastic.
absolutely. Thank you for your questions as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And moving forward, excellent advice on to continue through with our dreams and our plans,
Mhm.
even if we're feeling a little like still just keep going and having that faith and building that, but knowing to look for where we are on our path
Mhm.
and opening, closing. Is there another avenue? That
Exactly.
was very helpful.
Because that's
Very helpful.
so individual, I think. Because for one person, it may be good to be patient and have faith, but for another, it may be good to, okay, how can I switch? And that was a key question you asked as well, and whether it was intervention or not, I thought. And I was like, that's a tricky one, right?
Yeah.
Because,
It,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
thank you. And we'll see you again soon.
See you again. Happy 777, everyone.
Yes. Happy 777. Bye.
That's amazing.
You get, I mean, it's she's pausing because the verse came to her, for we know the plans we have for you, plans to prosper you and give you hope. The rest is gone.